Oh, hello, YouTube. How are y'all doing this fine Friday? It's been a long week, but thank God, by the grace of God, we made it. Those of us that believe in God and worship God, and God is the center of our life. And this is the day that the Lord has made. I'm rejoicing and I'm glad in it. So let's get right into it because I don't have much time to talk to y'all. So I was looking at somebody's Facebook earlier, and they asked the question: is Memphis gearing up for civil unrest as it relates to the recent murder of this guy Tyre Nichols, who had a confrontation with the police? I think it was 6 police. I think 5 of them was black and 1 of them was white, and they was working for the Scorpion unit. I commend the Scorpion unit. I think it's a very valuable police unit on the streets, who mostly tackle, from my understanding, the reckless driving. It's a whole lot of reckless driving going on in this city, and I salute and I commend and I appreciate and I support the Scorpion unit and the police department overall. They got a hard job on their hand dealing with these reckless drivers amongst these other criminals. And when I see a lot of the posts from the news stations on Facebook and other people posting about a lot of these reckless drivers getting arrested and getting in confrontation with the police, a lot of these heathens like to defend the reckless driver heathens and condemn the police and suggest, oh, we got more important crime to deal with. What about the murder? What about this, that, and other? See, they deflecting. They deflecting. They trying to cover and make accommodations for the reckless drivers. Crime is crime. It all falls under the same umbrella. Okay, if the reckless drivers get out here and kill somebody, like a lot of them have did, okay, ain't we still dealing with murder? Ain't we still dealing with murder? I'm so sick of y'all idiots trying to accommodate and run defense for certain criminals. Certain ones you want to get a pass, and certain ones you want the police to deal with them. Oh, we need to stop this crime. Oh, we need more police. Which one is it? Which one is it? You can't satisfy these niggas. You can't satisfy these niggas. And then so many of them got underlying agendas. And when I saw that post that asked that question, is Memphis gearing up for civil unrest? That sounds like a dog whistle to me. That sounds like a dog whistle to me. That sounds like a dog whistle to me. That's what it sounds like to me. I think the person that posted that, that's what they want, because they want to apply pressure for the mayor and the chief of police to fire those 6 policemen that were involved with that guy, the reckless driver, and him dying as a result of his confrontation with the police. I think he caused his own murder. I think he caused his own death. Just like y'all say Gangsta Boo caused her own death, I think this reckless driver caused his own death because he was fighting with the police, number one. Number one, okay, you can't fight the police. The police is the authority. And so many of them, they have gotten used to doing what they want to do. And they got the spirit of do what you want to do all over the city. All over the city, just do what you want to do. You don't have to obey. You don't have to obey the authority. Just do what you want to do. No, don't condemn the police. Condemn the nigga. Condemn the hard-headed nigga. Condemn the hard-headed nigga that don't want to obey the rules and driving reckless and putting public safety at risk. That's who needs to be condemned. That's who needs that's who, go to their house. If you're gonna jump off this civil unrest, go to the family members' houses and things. Go to these reckless drivers' houses and things and do all the civil unrest over there. Don't involve everybody else in it. Civil unrest. Civil unrest. And then when these other people, when they have these other incidents jump off and they have civil unrest, that same person that posted that oh, is the city getting gearing up for civil unrest? That same person be condemning them and sending out veiled threats. Oh, y'all need to stop all this civil unrest. We can't have this. We can't have this. Okay, now, you're sending out this dog whistle. You're sending out this dog whistle because, in my opinion, you have an underlying agenda. You want something done to the police. You want them fired. You want them charged with murder. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. If the hard-headed nigga had been at home or driving like he got some sense, he would still be alive today. But because he wanted to fight with the police and resist, okay, they had to do what they had to do. When you fight with the police, you present a threat. The police are trained to take down the threat. Maybe they saw a pistol in his pocket. Maybe they thought they saw a pistol in his hand. maybe he was choking them out, and they had to do what they had to do. And a lot of people are wanting to see the videotape. Some people are saying the police didn't have the body cams on. Some people are saying only one of the police had the body cams on. Some people are saying there was a witness that recorded the incident. I don't know. But the mayor of the city is under pressure. A lot of the reporters, they are asking him and the police chief to release the video. I could care less about the video myself. We don't get the report. That's enough. That's enough. Okay, and I'm sick and tired of looking at those kind of videos. We've seen so many of these videos over so many years. I'm sick of looking at those videos, okay? I'm sick of looking at them. Why don't you just want to behave? I'm sick and tired of a lot of these heathens playing the victim card when they don't get their way. When things don't go their way and they get caught up with the consequences of their disobedient behavior. Just today, the last 30 minutes, I've been driving down these streets and I've been encountering a lot of reckless drivers, putting my safety at risk. I don't want my property towed up. I don't want to be handicapped or in the hospital having to take off work because some reckless heathen done banged me all up. And they go a whole hospital bill or whatever kind of bill. And the ones that's driving reckless, most of the ones that's driving reckless, they are probably driving stolen cars. That's why they driving reckless. They out here driving stolen cars. When you are working and you got to pay for some shit, you value your car. You're not going to drive it reckless. The ones that's driving reckless are these criminals that's stealing these cars. And they're not working. They out here committing crimes for cash. That's why they don't mind putting other people at risk, and they don't respect the other people on the road because they don't work. They don't want to work. They want to come out here and show out every day. Yeah, the police, they got a hard job on their hand. A hard job on their hand. And a lot of these niggas that are criticizing and condemning the police for dealing with that hard-headed nigga that was out here reckless driving and got what he got as a result of the police having to deal with him. A lot of these niggas, they don't say nothing about these reckless drivers. I'll never hear them talking about these reckless drivers and how they toting all this marijuana and all these drugs, and then you can smell all this marijuana up and down these motherfucking streets. Never mind the fact that it's illegal in this state. Never mind that. Just do what you want to do. That's the mindset of most of these niggas. And every time, like I've said so many times before, and I talk about this all the time. I talk about this all the time because it bothers the hell out of me. It bothers the hell out of me. Meanwhile, you got so many people that are that have this select outrage. And they only want to say something about certain things when it's convenient for them or when it affects people who they like. Yeah. Every time I see these reckless drivers, and I can see them if they don't have all that tint on their windows. Every time they pass by me and I look behind that steering wheel, guess who it is? A nigga. A nigga. I don't never see the white people driving reckless. I don't not to say that they don't do it. And I'm not trying to play the race card, but it is what it is. Let's stop pretending like we don't know who the problem is in this city. The niggas. They the ones, the majority of them, every time I see them in the news, every time there's a murder being committed, it's a nigga. If they catch them, if the police catch them, it's always a nigga that's behind that mugshot. Every time I see these reckless drivers and I look behind that steering wheel, I don't never see no white person. I don't never see no Chinese, Asian. I don't never see no Indian. I don't never see no Mexican. It's always a nigga. Yeah, every time. Driving reckless, weaving in and out the lanes, cutting people off, riding your bumper and things. You're supposed to have six feet distance between your car and the other car. You're not supposed to be on top of my bumper, and if I can see the grill of your car, you are too close to my car. Okay, riding all in behind me, practically in my back seat. You're not supposed to drive like that. And then they try to influence me to drive fast and reckless, and they can't stand when I drive the speed limit. No, they want me to drive 100 miles an hour up and down these streets like they do. I'm not gonna drive like that, and I'm not gonna apologize. And look, I'm smelling the marijuana now. Woo. And I get sick and tired of having to let down my windows because the marijuana just gets all in my car. Woo, this stuff stinks so bad. My God. And you would think these stupid motherfuckers would stop smoking the marijuana and using all these fucking drugs overall after what happened to Gangsta Boo. But I would think that would scare them straight. I would think that would shake them up. But they are not scared. They are not gonna stop. And nothing is gonna stop these garbage ass niggas but them. That's the only thing that's gonna stop them. That's the only thing that's gonna stop them. They don't care. They don't care. And it shows. They have absolutely no interest in obeying the law. They have absolutely no interest in respecting authority. They only have interest in being on demon time. They want to activate demon time. They are demons on assignment. And it shows in their behavior. It shows in how they drive. They want to do something about the police, but they don't want to do nothing about this reckless driving. I need y'all to keep this same energy that you have for trying to get something done to the police that you have for these reckless drivers. No, don't do nothing to the police. Do something to these reckless drivers. I guess because they're quiet about the reckless drivers, they support the reckless drivers. Silence is consent. Maybe they're not saying nothing about the reckless drivers because they are reckless motherfucker too. Maybe they're not saying nothing about the reckless drivers because they drive reckless too. Yeah. I think that's why they're not saying nothing about the reckless drivers. It's an epidemic. It's a fucking epidemic in this town. Yeah, every morning, all day long, all night long, around the clock, 24 hours, 7 days a week. We can't get no relief. We can't get a break. The reckless drivers are always ready to drive reckless. And they always in the street. Most of them probably don't have a valid driver license. Most of them probably don't have no insurance on their cars that they drive reckless. Most of them probably got warrants for their arrest. Most of them, I can just go on and on and on and on. And I bet the majority of them driving stolen cars with stolen tags and things. But a whole lot of these people that's defending the reckless drivers, they don't say nothing about that. They ain't got nothing to say about that. They quiet on that part. Let's do something about the police. That's what they rhetoric is all about. That's what their mindset is. That's what their message is. Let's do something about the police. Don't do nothing about the reckless drivers. Let's protect the reckless drivers. That's what their mindset and they rhetoric is. They want to protect the reckless drivers. They want to put on their cape and save the reckless drivers. No. Let's not hold the reckless drivers accountable. Let's protect them. Don't say nothing about them. Let's coddle them. Let's rub their fucking backs. Let's rub the reckless drivers' reckless backs. Don't hold them accountable. Let's hold their hand and support them. That's the mindset of these people. That's what I'm getting out of it. They don't never say nothing about the reckless drivers. The reckless driving is a fucking problem. Carmen Kaboom, maybe they don't come outside and drive. These people that's condemning the police and not saying nothing about the reckless drivers. Oh, yes, they motherfucking ass do. They do come out in the street. They in the street more than I am. They see these reckless drivers, but they don't want to see them. They playing Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. They want to make accommodations for the reckless drivers. That's why they not saying nothing about the reckless drivers. But I'm going to say something about the reckless drivers. I don't care. I don't care if nobody hears me. God hears me, and God going to do something about it. Even if the people that support the reckless drivers don't do nothing about it. And they only gonna remain silent until the reckless drivers' activities affect some of them or their family members or friends. Then they gonna want to rally support. Then they gonna want to get up to the microphone and talk loud about the reckless drivers. No. If you ain't said nothing about the reckless drivers before now, I don't want to hear nothing later on when it affects you and your family members and friends. Silence is consent. I'm fed up with the reckless drivers. I'm fed up with them. How long are we gonna have to tolerate this? How long are we gonna have to be subjected to this? How long? Enough is enough. Enough is enough of this. And they started this when outside opened back up. As it relates to the pandemic, March 2021. I ain't gonna forget about it, because I remember that was the day that the gates of hell sprung open. That's what it felt like. These stupid motherfuckers went outside. Hell, a lot of them never did quarantine. So they was already outside. Dumb motherfucking retarded ass niggas. So why you acting like outside is something new? You never did quarantine. You never did go somewhere and sit the fuck down somewhere. You don't want to fucking work. So why is outside, you acting like outside. It's something so brand new to you. You stay outside. You might as well take your blanket and pillow and just lay the fuck down and take a break when you do take a break on the sidewalk. Why do you even have houses and apartments and things? You don't stay there. You don't stay there. You always outside. You might as well just have your car, your reckless ass car, as your place of residence. I never seen such stupid motherfuckers in my life. Uncivilized garbage. And I was just thinking to myself, these queens, these motherfucking queens, and they responsible for this. Because it's their offspring. It's their retarded ass, reckless ass offspring that's out here terrorizing the streets with this reckless driving. They have failed their parenting duties as it relates to this generation, this current generation right here. They have reproduced a lot of reckless garbage. Reckless garbage. You ain't reproducing no doctors, no lawyers, no astronauts, no scientists, somebody productive in society that's worth a damn. All y'all queens are reproducing is reckless garbage that don't want to work and they feel entitled to do what the fuck they want to do. You got a bunch of drug addicts, reckless motherfuckers. That's not an asset to society. That's a liability. And nobody is holding you accountable. Nobody is talking about you. But I am. Every chance I get, I'm going to talk about you. Yeah. And I'm going to hold you accountable. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Woo! It's a mess. Yes. But I think that's what somebody wants. Somebody, that's what they doing. They blowing a dog whistle. That's what they want. They want some reckless civil unrest to pop off. Ain't nobody said nothing about no civil unrest, but that particular person that mentioned it on their Facebook page today. That's what they want. That's what they want to happen. Where is the speaker at? Hello? Hello? Carmen. Emmitt.
What can I get you started with today?
Yes, let me have a sweet and spicy bacon burger, please. A meal.
Alright. What's the drink?
I'm gonna have a Fanta. Just a little ice.
The strawberry or
No, let me have a Coke, just a little ice. I know I don't need that Coke, but I'm gonna try to take it easy on it. That'll be all.
Alright, would you like any condiments?
No, that'll be all.
Alright, you told us 11.
Didn't she hear me the first time when I said that'll be all? How many times do I have to say that'll be all? Huh? All is all. In all is all. Ooh, I can't stand when they do me like that. They want me to spend some more money. I done spent enough as it is. When I say that'll be all, that'll be all. I'm not like these other people. I got a made up mind. These other people are indecisive. I don't know which one am I supposed to stop at. I don't know. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. He just walking by with that hood on. What happened to these restaurant workers' uniform? Ain't none of them wearing no uniform no more. Walking around with their bed clothes and hoodies and shit on. Looking like they ain't never had no bath. Ooh, that's so unsanitary for a restaurant environment. Walking around with a fucking hoodie on. And the hoodie is on their fucking head. Ooh, this generation is just terrible. Terrible. Ooh, in so many ways. And I refuse to conform to them. I just thank God I was raised right and raised by civilized people to be a civilized individual. I can't get with this new generation. They are totally out of control. And it's a lot of people conforming to them and making accommodations for them and things. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to subscribe to this savage culture. This demon time culture and things. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not gonna apologize. Now, and this is what makes me mad, when these people done got their fucking bag and they still won't move the fuck out the way. Gotta look through the fucking bag. Why don't you pull over and look through your fucking bag and make sure your order's right? Hell, get the fuck out the way. In the way, motherfuckers. There's too much going on. Look. All these fucking long ass wigs and braids. The health department used to make them wear hair bonnets. Not hair bonnets, hair nets. Hair nets when they work in these restaurants. Yes. 11:52. Hold on. 11:52. Woo! I just been fussing on my live, child. It's so much to fuss about. And I get tired of fussing. But somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Whether it make a difference or not. Come on, hon. And stop holding me up. I guess you don't want the 52 cents. You don't want the 52 cents, I'll keep it.
No.
You act like you don't want it.
She was talking all the time.
Okay. She get way too much. She get way too much hair to be working in a restaurant. I think that's so unsanitary. All that 30-inch a wig, that's just way too much to be working in a restaurant. And almost all of them in there got that long hair. Working in a restaurant. Now she got a hair net on hers. I think, or maybe my eyes deceiving me. Maybe I want to see a hair net. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I want to see it. And it may not be there. But anyway, I'd rather, okay. I would rather deal with a long wig in a restaurant environment than deal with these reckless drivers. If I had a choice between the two, I think I'd rather deal with these long wigs with no hairnet on and throw them reckless drivers in the garbage where they belong with their garbage ass. That's what I would rather do. I didn't know they had a Whataburger over this way. But now that I done found them, I'm not really crazy about them. I think they overrated. Look at all them hood rats back there cooking. Probably ain't had no training in cooking. And they love to pull their garbage ass up to a restaurant. All in the way, wasting somebody's time, fucking up orders and shit. Half cooking and things. Look at all them wigs wagging around back there. They don't give a fuck if they get some hair, some of that wig hair in somebody's food. And them ugly ass eyelashes. The fuck is they looking at me for instead of pulling that order up to this window? They always looking at you at this window instead of going back there being productive. I need more performance and less looking. Okay? Woo! And look at him over there sweeping and mopping around the cooking. Make a mental note. Don't come back to this location ever again. Okay? Karma kaboom. Don't never come back over here no more. And you can tell a lot about a restaurant by their windows and things. The outside, if the outside is nasty, it's some nastiness going on the inside. And their windows is too nasty for my taste right here. Their windows is very nasty. Well, of course, because their ass is probably nasty. So why would they give a fuck about the windows if they don't give a fuck about washing their ass? They're not going to wash their windows if they don't wash their ass. They go together. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Hello. What is going on right here? Cover me with the blood of Jesus. I pray this food is sanitary and free of demonic energies, please. I got a feeling something ain't right. I got a feeling something ain't right when they do a bunch of looking at you through that window. There's some procedures ain't up to par. When they do too much looking at you at that window, something going on back there that shouldn't be going on. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. Oh my God. It's a lot of activity going on in these streets. It's a lot of activity. And I think a lot of these people stay in these streets because they've been stealing a bunch of money. That's why they can't go somewhere and sit down. As long as they get some money, they got to stay in these streets. I don't know what they buying other than drugs. I don't know what they buying. But they can't go somewhere and sit down. That money won't let you go sit down. Especially if you ain't used to having no money. You just stay in the street. It won't let you rest. I'm so glad I'm used to money. You know, I'm so glad I'm used to it. And then when you work for it, you be tired. You be too tired to stay in the street all the fucking time. You be too fucking tired. But when you're stealing, it make you stay on the move. For some reason. Yeah, that stealing make you that stealing. When you're stealing money and doing things the wrong way, you stay in the street, stay on the move all the time. When you're living a lawless life, you stay in the street, stay on the move. You can't go somewhere and sit down. Activate. Satan had you activated. Thank you, God, for this food. Bless you, God. I pray it's sanitary. Amen. Look, at least my food is hot. I appreciate that. The fries is hot. This burger is pretty big. It's heavy in my hand. It look like it's gonna be pretty good. Oh yeah. Look like it's love at first bite. Yes. Them hood rats good for something. So I might take back everything I said about them. Or mostly everything. I ain't gonna take everything back. Because a lot of it is true. Well, all of it is true. I guess I'd give them a slight pass. Since they got my fries hot, you know that's important to me. My fries is hot. The burger meat is hot. Everything is hot. And delicious. I might go back to that location. I might have changed my mind. You know, when I wave my hand, it's good. That means it's good. Ooh, I'm late for my job. And hopefully they'll be understanding. Because I would hate to go to work hungry. Ooh, it make you so grouchy. Especially a fat person. We can't stand to be hungry. We're hard to get along with when we're hungry. Be so grouchy and mad. And we can't produce. We can't be productive when we're hungry. Just be thinking about food all day and all night. Ooh, thank God for hot fries. Yes. All right. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this up so I can focus on my burger and my fries and wash it down with this delicious Coke. I thought they were gonna give me a medium Coke. I didn't want no large Coke. Child, my ankle's gonna be so swollen and unrecognizable if I drink all that Coke. So I might not. I'm gonna try to take it easy. I do like Coke. I've been trying to deny myself the truth about that. But I do like a good Coke. Especially when it's so good it burns the back of your throat. Ooh, that's a delicious Coke when it starts burning and tearing your throat up back there and things. Yes. But anyway, I thought I would just speak on these reckless drivers and what's going on with this city right now. And somebody suggesting, is this going to lead to civil unrest? And I saw a lot of different people posting and saying that the mayor and the chief of police, they're supposed to let the family of the dead reckless driver see the video footage of the confrontation and the fight this Monday, and then they're gonna release it to the public. So a lot of people are waiting to see the video. I could care less about the video myself. I could care less. The fact of the matter is, the guy, the dead reckless driver, he was out here reckless and being disobedient and violating the law and fighting the police. That's enough for me. You know, that's enough for me. I could care less of what happened later on and thereafter. That's enough for me. When you fight the police and you pull guns on the police and run away and resist the police, you get what you get. Period. So we done been through this so many times all over America, not just this city. And y'all act like you haven't gotten it yet. Go somewhere and sit down and obey. And if you don't want to obey, stay in the house. It's just that simple. Holla at your girl. Peace.